This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. Often everything a child needs at school can be found in one place on their back. From books and notebooks to pencils and other school supplies, it all gets toted around in a backpack. But all the stuff can really add up in weight. This morning we have Dr. Charles Leonard from Kirksville Family Medicine here this morning to break it all down for us. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So the main question is there a correlation between the weight of a backpack and back pain?
There certainly is, and the main correlation, the main things to consider is the weight of the backpack, the length of time it's worn, and the use of lockers at school. The main reason for this is children and youth with back pain have a higher likelihood of having back pain as adults.
Okay, and so there's different backpacks that we have on display. We have everything from just an ordinary backpack to the backpack nowadays they have thousands of pockets and components to add to. Which is the best for a child? Does it depend on what grade they are, how big they are? Explain the difference.
The most important aspect is make sure the backpack is the appropriate size for the person wearing it. So a child, smaller backpack, put less in it. Adult or teenager, larger backpacks are okay.
Okay, so now my next question is we see kids wear backpacks in different ways. You know, they have both strap-ons, they carry it one over the shoulder. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of demonstrate the proper way to wear a backpack. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. And
okay.
So you want to wear on both shoulders?
Yeah, the proper way is to have a backpack with wide padded straps and have it on both shoulders, even the weight. And the backpack shouldn't be more than 4 finger breadths below the waist.
Okay, so you don't want this backpack sagging?
Not at all.
Okay.
Just 4 finger widths below the waist is probably the best.
Okay. Now, some of the backpacks, like this one right here, they have, you know, either the strap underneath by the stomach or on the chest. Now, do you recommend these for kids or no?
If kids' backpack have the waist straps, that's always good. It helps distribute the weight on the back.
Okay.
But usually it's in the larger backpacks that have those waist straps.
Okay. Now, what is the proper weight for a backpack? Does it depend again on its size? Because you know, in here we have books and books, and you know, some schools require their kids to carry their books or one, you know, massive folder. So, what is the proper weight?
Great rule of thumb is 5 to 10% of the body weight of the person carrying it. So if you have a 100-pound 5th grader or 6th grader, the backpack shouldn't be more than 10 pounds on average and should never be above 15% of their body weight.
Okay, that's good. Now my next question is, again, we have different varieties of backpacks, and a lot of the style has to do with messenger bags that go over one shoulder, you know. Do you recommend these?
No, simply because they put all the weight on one shoulder, and the body has to shift to accommodate that weight.
And you can feel the difference.
Yep.
So.
And if someone insists on wearing one, just keep to that 5 to 10% of their body weight to minimize that shifting.
And maybe, you know, alternate shoulders. Would that help too? You know, not constantly just having it over your left shoulder. You know, because you know, eventually it's gonna kind of wear and tear on it, wouldn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
If you just wear one shoulder, you'll see a difference between the two.
Okay. And what about those rollaway backpacks? You know, the one that has the wheels, kind of like a little luggage. Do you recommend those?
No, they were popular before and they were recommended before, but there's been found that it actually puts more strain on the back because you have to twist to roll that bag. So the twist in the spine actually puts more strain on it.
Interesting. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah. One last thing is if you see a child or a youth with a backpack that's too heavy, you'll know right away because their head will be farther forward and their shoulders and arms might be forward, trying to offset that weight. And so as a parent, if you see your child in this way, talk with them and see what you can do to decrease the weight. If that doesn't work, talk with the teacher. And if a child complains of back pain, always take that seriously. Make sure you can intervene to decrease the weight on their back.
All right. Well, all great information, and what we'll do is we'll post everything on our website at heartlandconnection.com, as well as Kirksville Family Medicine's information if you have any questions, and we'll be right back.